Hey, what's going on, guys? Nova the Persian here, and welcome back to another video. Now, should be hopefully the start of my little streak of daily uploads. Well, not daily uploads, but like mini daily uploads where I upload something in between my actual videos. Actual video coming out soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the Best of Nova, even if it was a little bit short, but hopefully by the end of 2023 it'll be an hour long, but the only time we'll talk about that. Anyway, so 6.3 is almost here. It is coming out in approximately 2 days. So it's coming out on Tuesday, January 10th, and we've got the preliminary patch notes, which is basically just like the pre-patch notes before the actual patch notes come out. It doesn't have everything in it, like job changes, but it does have other important stuff in there. So we're just going to quickly go over this and see what's popping. So first off, we got players can now dive in Upper Lenosha, which I mean, it's near Camp Bronze Lake, if I'm not mistaken. It's all right, but I mean, I never really cared about that type of thing. I'm guessing that it has something to do with fishing, spearfishing. And of course, you got the main scenario quest, as always. And then you got the Chronicles of New Era, which is I honestly never even done before either, but that's a whole different. Got a bunch of new side quests. You got a new couple quests for Tataro's Grand Endeavor. Honestly, I never started that. I didn't really think it was interesting at all to me. But I mean, if you're into that, then well, there you go. And the more bigger thing is Island Sanctuary got another quest in their quest line, but we'll touch on that later. A new custom delivery has been added. It is starting in the Crystarium and for level 80. Again, something, if you're a big crafter, well, if you love crafting and you did all custom deliveries, then well, there you go. Most people usually have their crafters maxed, but if you need more XP and your crafters are at least level 80, but you need that extra push to 90, then I would highly suggest going to the custom delivery when that comes out, 6.3. Got new chapters in New Game Plus, and we got a bunch of new icons for things now in the open world. So Deep Palace of the Dead, Heaven on High for the deep dungeons, and the field operations. So for field operations like Eureka, Bajra, and Zadnor, stuff like that. And we also got a variant Criterion dungeon, which I really, really hope that they improve on that system soon. We got an icon for that as well. And we got a couple of other small changes. Fate's got some small changes. Got a new treasure map. The shifting Gymnasion Agonon. I did not pronounce that. That sounds like a fucking Harry Potter spell. But we got that. So a new treasure map has been added now. So and I believe there'll be a new. Yeah, there's a new variant. Sorry, I punched my mic. There's a new variant as well. So progressing through the shifting Gymnasium Agonon. Upon entering the instance, players will find an arcane spear which must be used to perform an invocation. Doing so will trigger a roulette wheel, summoning forth one or more creatures to serve as the first trial. Oh wait, never mind. No, that's the first thing. That's the same as before, where basically you just spin the roulette wheel, and depending on what you get either a super tough monster, you get a medium monster, or you get a special reward, or you get, like, you know, the big monster that you want. So that it'll be the roulette version this time around for the new map. Rewards and Excitron 6000 have been adjusted. Rewards for Kumbara skin treasure maps have been adjusted. You got a couple new Grand Company free crests, which, you know, all right. New craftable items been added to Company Workshop. Never touched it. And a big one here. Wards 25 through 30 have been added to all residential districts. 6 wards with corresponding subdivisions have been added to all districts, for a total of 12 new yards available per district. Plus, all new wards are available for purchase via the lottery system. Apartments have also been added to all wards. Basically, what that means is now you have 5 extra wards for each residential district. So now instead of 25, you have 30. So now you have 30 wards for, you know, the Ishgardian residential district. You got the Mist, you got Goblet, you got what's the Mist, Goblet, and Lavender Beds, yeah, and also the Kugane residential district as well. You have more for that as too. So now we have 30 max instead of just 5. So that'll be a bit more housing for everybody. Yeah, understructure plots have been added to housing classifications. Got new furniture, more new furniture, new orchestrion rolls, More fish, seeds. Got new prizes for the Manifold Gold Saucer. A new course for the Leap of Faith, if you're into that. I've never personally done that before. Oh, I have, but it's never really been my thing. They got adjustments to the gate schedule, more triple try cards. That's wonderful. Okay, here we go. Island Sanctuary. The following additions and adjustments have been made to Island Sanctuary. 2 new Sanctuary ranks have been added for a total of 12. A new vision has been added. New gathering points have been added. New gatherable materials have been added. The range from which gathering points can be accessed has been increased. The mini-map can now be configured to display desired gathering points by accessing Sanctuary settings in the Isle Keeps index. A new Sanctuary crafting recipe has been added. New produce has been added. New animals. Got a griffin. Oh shit. An option to collect items en masse from the produce producer and the creature comforter have been added. Position of change nickname and been added. New landmark has been added. Ooh. The orchestration will now continue to play the second song even after leaving and returning to your island. When visiting a friend's isle, players can now enjoy the tunes played from the Isle Keeps orchestration. I feel like there should have been the thing anyway. Mount music will now be prioritized over orchestration music. New mount materials can be now required. It is now possible to dispatch a foraging expedition from the expedition area menu by pressing the Y button on the gamepad. That's nice. New Isle work training cards have been added. Each heading and supply and demand menu can now be sorted in ascending descending order. Popularity supply, demand shares predicted. Popularity to select the island handicraft are now displayed in the agenda menu. Materials with insufficient inventory now displayed in red, so a bit of minor changes. You got new hairstyles. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop it on screen here for the Bear and Hrothgar hairstyles. I don't really know how to feel about the Hrothgar hairstyle. And Viera hairstyles, okay, cool. Like, you know, I don't play Viera, but if you like those, then there you go. Extra new hairstyle for you. But I'm a Hrothgar, so I'm more interested in Hrothgar personally. But if you like the various hairstyles, then great. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about the Hrothgar new hairstyles because, okay, the left one looks good. Okay, I will admit, the left one looks pretty alright. I don't see myself rocking it, but it looks nice. The second one is like, I don't know. I don't feel like it really fits Hrothgar that well. Because, like, I don't know, it looks too, I don't know, I'm not say feminine, but it looks too, I don't like, just, I mean, at least they're trying, you know, at least they're adding new hairstyles for us, so they aren't, you know, just like being like, hey, oh, we are not gonna add any more since we can't please the player base. I mean, let's be honest, it's very, very hard to please the Hrothgar player base, player base in Final Fantasy XIV. They are very, very particular because they've been mistreated basically since the game came out. And Viera's, don't get Viera's too, to an extent. But Viera's have a little bit more leeway. But yeah, Viera's and Hrothgar's haven't been able to wear most hats. But Hrothgar can wear, you usually still have it beat to Viera in terms of how many hats they can't wear. Because Viera do have a little bit of extra leeway, but Hrothgar, there's barely any hats. Like, with Hrothgar, you can assume that, any hat that you get, you can't wear unless you use certain methods, which I will not be saying out loud. But yeah, I don't really know how to feel about the hairstyles. I would not wear either of them because I like my current hairstyle and I don't want to change my character because that would make a whole nightmare in terms of art stuff. But if you like them, then there they are, and you know, you can grab them in 6.3. What comes 6.3? I will not be rocking it personally though. Duty support has been added to the following duties: Heaven's Ward, Great Goo Ball, Aether Chemical Research Facility, Anti-Tower, Sorkai, Exfiltrator, and I probably pronounced that wrong, and Beelzebub's Roll. The following additions and adjustments have been made to Wondrous Tales. You got any prizes for Wondrous Tales? Ooh, a little neckerchief. The following duties have been added: Pandemonium Bistos, 5-8, Lapis Manilis, the Shifting Gymnasium Agonon, the Clockwork Castle Town, Crystalline Cloth Rig. Okay. And new Unreal Trial has been added. Instead of Sephiroth, it is now Sophia. So I hope you're ready to fall off the map a bunch of times. New emote has been added. It's cool. Got the you know, the Hrothgar man spread as well. You guys can't see it because but I will probably post another picture on screen here. But yeah, it is interesting. And they had to change a lot of people have been memeing on it because you know, Hrothgar being spread, and also the fact that they aren't using the Silvergar for it. But you know, like, let's be honest, the Square Enix kind of put it upon themselves when they put the Silvergar in the game. They knew exactly what they were doing, especially with how horny the fucking Hrothgar Twitter can be. But okay, interesting one here again. Icons indicating physical, magical, and unique damage will now be displayed in the battle log. So, in short, now you have a little icon next to it whenever you get hit by a certain move, and it does physical, magic, or X amount of type of damage. So instead of using illegal tools for that, now you have a little icon for it. So there you go. And time remaining for enhancing and infusing effects will now be displayed on the party list, which is honestly something that should have been in the game in the beginning. But that I will not, you know, I'm not gonna trash on them for at least they're doing it now, you know. Final Fantasy 14 melee, blah blah blah. New dungeon has been added, Lapis Manalis. So that is going to be the new 90 dungeon. New trial is going to be added soon. Well, not soon, but as well. And the AX too, of course. New trial, you know, it's going to be one of the 4 fiends. We don't know who yet, though. That's going to be until we get there. Yeah, Containment Bay P1T6. So Sophia Unreal is being added next. And the drop rate for the Blue Feather Lynx flute has been increased. So now you can also buy the flute for 99 ultimatum tokens. The weekly restrictions on rewards in Pandemonium Abyssos has been removed. Now, I wanted to make this clear. This does not mean that you can do Savage runs back to back now. This does not mean that Savage is unlocked. This is for normal. So if you want to get your normal 610 Savage gear, not 610 Savage gear, but your normal 610 gear from the normal raids of 5 through 8, Pandemonium Abyssos, now you can, but this is not for Savage. This is for normal. Savage will be probably it'll be at a later patch, like before 6.4. The number of unsung blades of Abyssos required to change for ultralight tombstone has been reduced to 7 to 4. Reaper stage weapons are now available from Copperside Pier after completing Omega Alpha Skate Savage. The new Alliance raid, you know, UFO sign has been added. You know, the second Alliance raid in the Alliance raid series. The following adjustments have been made to Aglia. Players will no longer be awarded cracked into clusters. Of course, since it's going to be old news now. I mean, not old news, because there's something to do it to get the other token. But anyway. Let's see. Players now receive Power Echo by denying Storm's Crown. Lapis Manalis will now be an expert. And Anvil Court, Troy will be in there instead of Alstal. So if you hate Alstal's Legacy, then you don't have to do an expert anymore. Because now you get to do it in 90. The Mystery Trial has been added into trials. Adjustments have been made to the following instances. Great Goo Ball Library. Boss Battle has been adjusted. Boss Battle has been adjusted. Aetherchemical Research Facility, Anti-Tower, Sorkai, Zolfitol, and Balestar's Wall. So if you're doing those Heavensward dungeons, then they're going to be a little bit different. And battle mechanics have been adjusted. For that PvP, I honestly don't care about that. They got a new arena in the Clockwork Castle Town. Honestly, a pretty cool map, to be honest. But again, I don't really play PvP that much. But if you're into that, then there you go. New items have been added. I'm guessing this is the crafted set. No, that's not a crafted set. I think it's a crafted set, but I don't know. Pretty cool gear though. It looks kind of like a little silver lining to it. New recipes have been added. A bunch of new items have been added that you can wear that are now gender neutral. So if you want to cross-dress, then there you go. The following item names have been changed. Dashing Valentine Rose Chest, Dashing Valentine Akia Chest. So gentlemen and ladies, because they just changed it because they're gender neutral now. Following items are now dyeable. Chocobo Mask, Chocobo Suit, Racing Chocobo Mask, Fat Chocobo Head. Cool. Items may now be filtered by level, gender, or keyword. Crafted level 610 equipment can be exchanged for upgrade item level 620 equipment. So now, basically what that means is if you craft a 610 gear, which is I think Minnesita as of right now, if you craft normal quality or high quality Minnesita gear, or if you have old Minnesita gear that you want to exchange, you can exchange that for 620 gear, which is like augmented Minnesita basically, and you can get the 620 on level for that. So if you want to get easy 620 gear, then there you go. So if you're a crafter, or if you have leftover Rhythm Scenic gear from whenever you were first starting out from this tier, then now you can do that. And now you have, players can now speak with and incomplete custom deliveries. Following adjustment, now you got a couple of adjustments to custom deliveries here. Bunch of new minor quests and stuff like that. New mounts have been added. Cool. New minion. Cool. New fashion accessories. And then some system stuff. Nothing really interesting here. Yeah. It's got some new changes stickers. Got some stickers for G-Pose. Here's an interesting one. Party members' instant portraits. Punch on Mech again. Party members' instant portraits will now display at the start of the following duties: dungeons, guild test trials, raid dungeons, alliance raid dungeons, deep dungeons, and various dungeons. Basically, what that means is if you've played Crystalline Conflict at all, it's kind of like that. But now, whenever you go into Crystalline Conflict, well, not Crystalline Conflict, any sort of dungeon or any instance really. So. Raids, dungeons, trials, etc. If you go into any instance, then now the party members will have their instant portraits put up. So if you haven't set up your instant portrait yet, I highly suggest you do so now, so that you don't get caught slacking whenever you go into a instance and then you just have the default one. But yeah, it is now possible to display party members' instant portraits in the player commendation window, so that's nice. So now you can see their instant portraits there as well. A new clear blue theme has been added. It's pretty cool. Dark theme is still always going to be the best, in my opinion. But a couple of general changes to the system, new commands, and then that's about it. So, takeaway from this: if you are a crafter, I would highly suggest that you get started on prepping for it by getting script and stuff like that. So that way, and you can not have to go through the nightmare of overmelding, and it won't be as terrible when you start doing it. And also, if you haven't gotten caught up to your main scenario quests, I highly suggest you do so now, as you don't have to do as much catch up whenever the patch drops. If you don't care for doing the story right away, then obviously that's your prerogative. But I'm just saying, for those who do, then I highly suggest you do so, because I'm pretty sure you're going to need to do so if you want to do the new EX. So yeah. Pretty interesting patch from the looks of it, and got some interesting stuff that we're going to be seeing now. So hopefully, we haven't seen the job changes, obviously, because they don't do that until the actual patch comes out. I am praying to God that Paladin is actually, fun in 6.3, as I'm going to be maining Paladin again for next year. So we'll have to see. Hopefully it's not just a Warrior 3.0, and it's actually interesting and unique, and they kept its identity. But, knowing Square Enix, they probably might have some sort of weird bullshit with it that's similar to Warrior. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. Make sure you get your stuff ready for 6.3, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out. Still a piece of garbage.